I sold my full position in PetMed Express, and after selling it, I made over 100% on my investment. Now, I did this trade live in this video so you all can see the step-by-step process on me selling out of this position. Now, if you haven't downloaded the Brave browser yet, or at least checked it out, I believe you're missing out on a treat. It's a way for you to earn passive income and have your information safe while surfing the web. I will have that link pinned in the comment section, and the video link will be in the description box for you. Now, if this is your first time checking out the channel, be sure to go ahead and smash that like button for me. It really helps out the channel, and it lets me know you all appreciate the content that I'm putting out. And also be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button as well, so that way I can see you all back next video. Now let's jump into it. Alright, stock investors, welcome back to the channel. Now we are looking at the Robinhood portfolio. So you can see during market hours currently, I am down a little over 2%. We hit the 1 week here. You can see I am down just 2.49%. We go over to the 1 month and you can see I'm up currently 19.96%, so close to 20%. We hit the 3 month and I'm down 18.65%, now 67%. We hit the 1 year mark and you can see I'm down a little over 11%. And then for the all time here, you can see I'm down a little over 11% as well. Now, before we dive into the portfolio, I'm going to hit my messages because I want to show you I do have access to the DRIP program, also known as the Dividend Reinvestment Program. I got access to this April 2nd at 9:51 a.m. because I like to get my dividends as a whole and I add those to my monthly deposits and I invest them that way. So as we get ready to move back over to the portfolio here, we're going to do the sell first before we dive into each one of my stocks. So I'm going to hit the search button. We're going to hit pets. And then we're going to hit PetMed Express. This will be the company that I'm going to be selling out of. Now, before I sell out of this position, I currently have 19 holdings. This is going to give me 18 holdings after this sale. So you can see they are currently up 1.32%. Actually, the only position that is up in my portfolio. And as we go ahead and scroll down here, we're going to hit the show more. And then you can see my average cost $15.82 on 10 shares. You can see my total return, $168.80 currently, which is 106.73%, which is incredible return on this investment. My equity, $326.95, and my cost, $158.15. So pretty incredible there, where you can see the 52-week low, $15 even. So I pretty much bought in right at the bottom, which I didn't even know that was going to be the bottom. I just knew it was a good investment for the price, and I knew they had a lot of potential upside. So we go ahead and scroll on down a little bit because I just want to show you everything before I sell out of this position. You can see I have been receiving dividends from them also, $2.70, $2.70. So now we're going to go ahead and hit sell pets. We're going to hit all 10 shares, but we're also going to do a limit order because you want to lock in your price and sell it at what you want to sell it at, so that way the market doesn't just sell it at whatever price. So now you can see the current price is $32.71. If you want, I can just go ahead and scroll up here and I can see where, you know, my current, total return will be after selling this position. So right now I'm just going to do $32.71 because I think it's pretty stable there. We're going to hit the review order, and then we're going to go down and we're going to hit the sell, and it'll let us know if that goes through immediately. So my current estimated credit is $327.10, and now it looks like that sale has actually went through. So we're going to go back over to my main portfolio position here, and you can see now I have cash sitting in there, $335.94. So I just capitalized on about 106% gain on that sale. That was the highest position that I was up in any one of my positions in the portfolio. Let me know down in the comment section what you think about that trade. I wanted to show you all live so you can see what happened and how I did it. So first stock in the portfolio will be Procter & Gamble here, a very solid consumer staple, dividend king in my opinion. They have about 64 years of dividend growth. You can see they're currently down 0.61% currently. Looking at my average cost, $110.29 on 3 shares. My equity, $359.61. I'm up on this position a little over 8%, which is $28.72. The next position will be 3M. This is a industrial dividend king, very solid in my opinion. They are down almost 1% during market hours. You can see my average cost, $159.62 on 4 shares. My equity is $569.24, and my total return, I'm down almost 11% on this position. The next position will be Johnson & Johnson. This is a dividend king in the health industry here. They are down 0.73% during market hours. My average cost on my 4 shares, $139.71. We move over to my equity, which is a little over $600, and we move down to my total return. I am up a little over 7% on this position. After Johnson & Johnson, we take a look at Coca-Cola. This is also a dividend king in the consumer staple sector in the soft beverages industry. You can see they are down 3.23%, and they actually have an earnings call that is coming up as well. And my average cost on just my 6 shares, $52.15. My equity, a little over $270. Looking at my total return, I am down over 13% on this position. The next position in the portfolio will be Altria. They are down over 3% in today's market. Looking at my average cost, $47.63 on 10 shares. My total equity, $378 and some change. I am down on this position over 20%. The next position in the portfolio will be Archer Daniels and Midland. They deal with agricultural products, food processing, seeds, things like that. They were down close to 4% during today's market. We move on down to the average cost, $39.02 on 4 shares. My total equity, a little over $139 and some change, and I'm down on this position a little over 10%. The next position will be AT&T. They are a dividend aristocrat as well, and they've actually held up not too bad during this market downturn that we have been experiencing. They are down over 3.5% during market hours. We move on down to my position. Average cost $31.25 on 5 shares. My total equity, a little over $149, and you can see I'm down on this position almost 4.5%. After looking at AT&T, we move down to Microsoft. This is the largest position in my portfolio here. You can see they're down over 3.5% during market hours. We move on down to my position here. My average cost $171.87 on 5 shares. We look at my equity, it is a little over $840, and you can see for my total return, I'm down close to 2% on this position. The next position in the portfolio will be Starbucks. They're down over 3.5% during market hours. We move down to my position. My average cost for the 10 shares that I hold, $87.05. My total equity, a little over $720, and we look down for my total return, I'm down over 16% on this position. After looking at Starbucks, we move down to Disney here, and this is one of the larger positions as well since I've been adding more shares into Disney, and this has actually been one of the more popular stocks that investors have been investing in during this dip in the market. So you can see they are down about 2%. We move on down to my position here. I have a total of 6 shares. My average cost is $117.68. My equity is just over $600, and we look down to my total return. It is almost 15% that I am down on Disney. My next position in my portfolio will be Pfizer. This is one of the largest healthcare companies in the world. You can see they were down close to 1%. Currently during market hours, we look at my position here. I have a total of 10 shares. My average cost, $39.05, and we move on over to my equity here. It is a little over $357, and we look down to my total return. You can see I'm down over 8%. My next position in my portfolio would be AES Corporation. This is a utility and a gas company here. And you can see they are down about 2.5% during market hours. We move on down to my position. I have a total of 10 shares. My average cost is $16.05. As we look at my total equity, a little over $123. And we move on down to the total return, and you can see I'm down about 23% on this position. My next position will be Bank of America. Now this is the second largest bank in the US. You can see they are down over 3.5% during market hours. We move on down to my position. I have a total of 10 shares. My average cost $28.57. You can see my equity a little over $200, and you can see for my total return I'm down a little over 24% on this position. After Bank of America, we move on down to my REITs, also known as real estate investment trust companies. The first one will be Realty Income, and they are down about 1.5% during market hours. And we move on down to the position here. I have a total of 10 shares. My average cost is $72.14. We look at my equity here, it is a little over $500, and you can see for my total return, I'm down on this position a little over 30%. My next REIT in my portfolio will be Stag Industrial. Now they actually have it in the name on what industry they actually deal with. They own property in the industrial industry. Now you can see they were down close to 2% during market hours. We move on down to my position here. I have a total of 10 shares. My average cost $29.89, and we look at my equity here, a little over $248, and then you can see for my total return it is close to 17% that I am down on this position. After Stag, we move down to Innovative Industrial Properties, also known as IIPR for the ticker symbol. We can see they're down about 0.62%. We move down to my position here. I have a total of 5 shares. My average cost $74.49. We look at my equity here, a little over $356, and we move down to my total return. I'm down about 4.5%. And you can see my portfolio value is constantly moving up and down based off of what the market is currently doing. So we move on down to the next position, Apple Hospitality REIT. Now this is the last REIT in my portfolio, and they were down only about 0.12% during market hours. We move on down to my position here. I have a total of 50 shares. My average cost $14.58, and now you can see the position just turned green. And now for my equity here, it is a little over $407, and for my total return, I'm down quite a bit on this position at 44.10%. And last but not least, we move down to my last position in my portfolio, which will be the only ETF that I hold, SPHD, also known as Power Shares S&P 500 Low Volatility ETF. Now you can see they were down about 2% during market hours. We move on down to my position here. I have a total of 10 shares. My average cost is $42.87. We look at my equity here, a little over $309, and we move on down to my total return. I'm down close to 28% on this position. So now these are all 18 positions that I hold here in my Robinhood portfolio. After selling out of PetMed Express, I have 17 individual stocks and 1 ETF. So as we take a quick look at my dividend tracker, we have to remove PetMed Express because I no longer hold it in my portfolio. So before we remove it, you can see the metrics for my dividend yield, 4.17%, the yield on cost 3.65%, and my annual income $314 that my portfolio was producing over a 12-month calendar year. Now the annual income is definitely going to go down quite a bit because I'm removing 10 shares out of this position that I had. So we're going to hit the next button here, and you can see I have 19 entries because I originally had 19 positions in my portfolio. We have PetMed Express here. You can see it has all my metric numbers here for my ticker symbol, shares, the price, my average cost, the profit and loss, dividend yield, yield on cost, and then the annual income that it was providing me. So my annual income is going to go down close to $11 once we remove PetMed Express. So we're going to hit the delete button here, and now you can see the stock was successfully edited, so it is now deleted out of my portfolio. the dividend yield now is 4.21%. So my dividend yield actually increased, and my yield on cost, it is at 3.59%. And we look at my annual income, it is still a little over $300 that my portfolio will be producing. So we go ahead and scroll down here. You can see these are all the positions that I hold, and you can see now it has a total of 18 entries because PetMed Express is no longer in my portfolio. So if you want to use this out for yourself, it is completely free. Go ahead and check the link down in the description and let me know how it works for you. All right, investors, so that is what's new with my Robinhood portfolio. Be sure to let me know down in the comment section on what you think about that trade I did with PetMed Express. Now, if you haven't downloaded the Brave browser yet and you're still curious on what it may be, I will go ahead and place a card up right here for you, so that way you can check out the brief tutorial I did on what exactly the Brave browser is. Now, hopefully you all gained some value from this video and you liked it. If you did, be sure to go ahead and smash that like button for me. It really helps out the channel and it lets me know you all appreciate the content that I'm putting out. And be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button on your way out, so that way I can see you all back next video. I'm Mike the Investor. Remember to stay inspired, stay motivated, invest in yourself, and I will see you guys back next time.